Larry, winner of the week.
Oh, it's obvious. President Trump. Take a look. This was the moment.
These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
As Selena Zito wrote in her column this week at the Washington Examiner, the campaign the Democrats should fear the most this midterm is the "These People Are Crazy" campaign. And President Trump was able to shift the narrative this week. The polls show that the American people liked that speech big time, and now say 64% of Americans say that President Trump's policies will advance this country. The midterms began this Tuesday, and right now the Republicans got a huge boost.
Kevin, winner of the week.
My winner, similarly to Larry, and obviously we've got our political stripes on, is Abigail Spanberger for the response, because the bar is so low for a response that she cleared it where no one is going to make fun of her on SNL. There's going to be no bits about her. She did no harm. So we're not talking about Marco Rubio sipping that water, or Bobby Jindal, or Katie Britt, or terrible, Stacey Abrams, where folks talked and made fun of that response. She did what she had to do, took the fight to Donald Trump. She's my winner this week.
Wow.
The Dow is way down, right? The Dow's down 500 points.
Talk about a low bar.
Keep monitoring that.
It is a low bar, but she cleared it, Larry, because no one's...
Just put up CNBC with no audio and let's just watch the numbers and the graphics. My winner of the week is David Allison and Team Paramount. They were confident from the start. The corporate, the media, the business media just failed you all on this story. It was obvious to anybody paying attention that there was no way Paramount was going to lose this. They were going to make a better offer in the end for a variety of reasons. The deep pockets of the Ellisons and the regulatory issues. And so Ellison gets what he wanted, but again, everyone in the business press, go read the coverage. 95% of it was, it's in the bag for Netflix, and it was obviously wrong. And so
viewers of this program knew.
Yes,
we've been talking about it.
We've been talking about it, but
and they played the politics. It's a new game. You got to play the politics much better. And David was at the State of the Union. That's how things are getting done in Washington.
And they both hired a lot of good lobbyists, many of whom are my friends. But Ellison hired really great lobbyists, and that made a big difference as well. Okay,
Jim Cramer is panicking. Jim Cramer is panicking.
Calm, Jim. Calm. Larry, loser of the week.
The loser of the week are Senate Republicans, because as they claim that they don't have time to take up the SAVE Act and engage in an actual filibuster, this video reveals they have time for a dog parade.
What?
Yes. Then you have been hanging around the Senate, but come on in.
Larry, there's always time for dog parade.
Yeah. Here's the real problem.
Is that baby dog? Is that baby dog right there?
That is baby dog. It is. And I love baby dog, don't get me wrong, but here's the
101st. Yeah, don't come after the 101st senator there, Larry.
My issue is that in California, baby dog can register to vote. And that's the problem, and it's why we need the SAVE Act. And Republican senators, they had a bad week for their base.
Are you guys surprised to hear that the United Kingdom has an embassy, a staffed embassy in Iran? Does that surprise you?
No, Europe's been very soft on Iran. Ambassador Grinnell, that was one of his biggest headaches when he was ambassador to Germany.
This won't surprise
you. I know
you.
The French certainly do.
This won't surprise you either. The UK has just evacuated its diplomatic staff from Iran, and they didn't do that. Didn't do that for fun. Didn't do that for fun. Kevin, loser of the week.
Loser of the week are all these clowns on the far left of my party that dressed up as inflatable frogs to counter-program the State of the Union. I don't understand what that was trying to do. There's no way you can compete with the State of the Union, whether it's a Democrat or Republican, given that address. And this just makes us look silly and stupid. And people just screaming their heads off at this State of the Swamp rally, which doesn't make sense to actually win elections and message to the middle.
I'm going out on a limb, even though he could redeem himself today, and say Larry's close friend, Chairman Comer, is the loser of the week. What he did yesterday, it's like was so obvious what was going to happen. We talked about it here, and he just let Hillary Clinton come in and just completely own him, and it's incredible, just incredible. Larry, what are you looking for this weekend?
I was going to make Susan Rice the loser of the week because of Netflix, because I was sure
that would have
you
been a
were
good
going to
one.
make.
That was a good
She's
one.
not the she's still on the board though. She's still on the board.
Now they can make all the Obama documentaries they want.
I'm throwing a flag, Kevin. You will bet on our group chat. Mark cited Losers of the Week in the Netflix Paramount story, so he was clearly waving me off of it.
Larry, do you know? Do you know?
It was a head fake. It was a head fake, just like Iran. It's a head fake.
The people who should be the most angry about Chairman Comer's performance, not just on this, but on the Biden stuff too, are people on the right. You all should be outraged at how poorly he is handling that gavel. He let Hunter Biden skate free politically. The law had different thoughts.
Yes.
Everybody's asking what's Trey Gowdy up to. Talk about a great oversight.
Larry, what are you looking for this weekend?
Here is what I am looking for this weekend. It sort of ties into my winner of the week. Watch this ad.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. These people are crazy.
That's the first of many ads that will be rolling out this weekend, and I can't get enough of them. I'm looking for these ads, not just on social media, but I want to see what kind of buys they're doing in what states and in what districts.
Yeah. Kevin.
Well, I had one planned, but our dear friend Haley in the chat reminds me that Connor Story from Heated Rivalry is hosting SNL, so I will be watching that tomorrow night.
Is SNL back? I thought they were still.
It's back on. It's back on tomorrow night.
Pandering to the chat. Shameless pandering to the chat.
Yeah, okay.
And to my heartstrings with Heated Rivalry. What I'm watching actually this weekend is, do we actually, to Larry's point, keep talking about the State of the Union beyond just this week? You know, you're putting down the marker that the midterms are on. You know, viewers. You know, we got 36 million viewers last year, 33 million this year. Skewed Republican, obviously, in terms of folks watching. Does that actually move the needle whatsoever on the president's numbers on all those key issues, or do we just put it by the wayside and it was a blip like every other State of the Union recently?
Yeah. I can't reveal why I'm saying this for source purposes, but lean more into an attack this weekend by the U.S. than I did before the hour started, based on what I was just told. There's just more indications that there's going to be an attack this weekend.
Wow.
On Iran. Not a sure thing, but lean more into it. I am going to be in Palm Beach this weekend, and what I'm looking for is to see if a Mar-a-Lago member will bring me to lunch tomorrow. I've got a breakfast, but I need a lunch. So if you're a member of Mar-a-Lago and you'd like to take me to lunch in Mar-a-Lago tomorrow, because I want to be there when the president starts the war, feel free to reach out. That's what I'm looking for.
Does this program exist to just bolster your social calendar?
It's not social. I love history. I love covering history.
This is work.
I'm going to be right there
with a buffet. I'm going to be right there.
I'm going to be right there
on the show.
I'm going to be right there, and the president's going to walk by my table and he's going to say, "Have the meatloaf. The meatloaf is incredible. Have you had the meatloaf? It's so good. It's the best meatloaf. This is the best meatloaf." And then he's going to say, "Excuse me, while I what did Bush say with the swing? Now watch this. What does he say?
Now watch this drive. Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive. Trump's going to say, "Excuse me. Now watch this drive while I go upstairs to the ornate conference room and
and he'll
parlor.
say that O'Connor kid is really good. He's taller than that other guy."
He is. He's going to say that.
Hey, want to be part of the two-way community all the time? Hit the subscribe button. Great video clips like this, plus conversations like no other, full episodes and more, always available on this channel. You got to hit subscribe to never miss a thing.
You can now listen to full episodes of The Morning Meeting and Two Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.